I don't care about this fucking bromance. It's on the rocks at this point to me. He's gotta go. And then I want to know when Janice will be Janice. Like, go cray again. I blame it on that fucking final formal warning thing. Because Austin was offended and shit. I'm sorry. I want Janice to go cray again. And I think once Austin leaves, she will go cray, and I'm gonna love it. I want to know if Chloe is are they gonna break up soon? I wonder if they're gonna break up in the house. That would be funny. And then Jarrah felt guilty for Scoop's eviction. Okay, the live feed after the eviction, Sherry and Jarrah talk about abuse first. And then Bobby talks to James about his impressions. Chloe go to the pool. Janice wants Chloe to wash their hair after they get out of the pool. Chloe is wearing a white dress, maybe into the pool. That's what I wrote. But they went into the pool because they promised the UK public if they were going to be safe from eviction, they would go into the pool with their clothes on. Jarrah are pissed how Scoop is evicted and bitch about Janice's lack of teamwork and Chloe still being in the house. Austin doesn't understand why Chloe are still being liked. They want Chloe to go home. Just Team USA sans Janice. And then Natasha says that she can't masturbate after trying doing it herself at least one time. And then Bobby said that Sunday was one of his best birthday parties ever. Then, why were James, Bobby, and Janice talking about fishing? That was boring to me. Hold on for just a second. Sherry, Austin, and Jarrah and Natasha talk about Bobby sleepwalking. Stevie talked about meeting Simon Cowell on X Factor, and Chloe sang. But we didn't hear, probably because the music was copywritten. They say goodbye to Scoop snoring. Jenna doesn't want housemates helping Bobby when he sleepwalks. Chloe Jasmine wants to give away Scoop's mints. They all are wearing... They're setting up a shrine for Scoop. Tosh wants Big Brother to let Team USA have some of their luxury food. And then Jenna and Back to Team Mom talk about who they want to nominate next for nominations, and they said Janice. They want Janice out. Jenna decided to go to bed in one of Scoop's shirts, and then Austin and Jenna are switching beds for that night. Switched beds for Tuesday night. I don't know why. I think it's because the romance is on the rocks, as we saw during the highlights last night. So let's get on to last night's show with the eviction highlights. Austin is still giving the cold shoulder to Chloe. The house decided to have a meeting over Janice's snoring. I felt that was ridiculous because I thought that Scoop snores louder than Janice. Janice snoring sounds funny, but I mean, like, for me, I know I snore loud, but I can't sleep if I hear snoring in general, so... yeah. A girl will wake Janice if she starts snoring is the new rule. She starts apologizing, and then Austin goes off about Chloe and her alcoholism and how he thinks it's bullshit and how Janice is just telling Chloe to stay in bed during that service thing. I just want this issue to stop about this his brother's memorial because we don't know who the fuck he is. We never knew who the fuck he was. All I know, he's in the fucking army. He was, like, in the fucking military in a fucking war, during a fucking time of a fucking war that we should have been in general. Austin is not being sensitive towards Chloe and her issues. Austin does not believe addiction is a disease. It is, bitch. Swipe left on that. Okay, so I kind of figured out now. Well, not really figured out. It just seems like, even though Janice is like kind of like a mother to Chloe, it's pretty much because Janice wants to find a sober companion, and she found a sober companion in Chloe. Stevie is angry. Austin wants to fight with Stevie, but Stevie is not gonna fight. Okay, I have a PSA here. Sobriety is to be taken one day at a time, and for those with addiction problems, sobriety is a very hard concept/subject to handle at times. James is wondering why Austin had to get personal. Stevie goes into the kitchen to get coffee. Stevie is not a person who doesn't want to fight, and Austin was trying to, like, egg on Stevie to fight him. I feel like. Chloe feels that the arguments have become very personal towards her when she talks about it in the diary room. James wants to resolve things with Austin because Austin went way out of hand with shit. Jenna partake in the talent show part 2. Jenna wrote some erotic story and recited it. It was like erotic celebrity Big Brother fanfiction kind of shit. You know, like Tina Belcher and her erotic friend fiction kind of shit. Oh, Tina Belcher is the oldest daughter on Bosworth, if you guys watch that cartoon. Tosh and Janice scissoring. Get that image out of my head. Oh, during this fanfiction that Jenna wrote, she was just like, so Tosh and Janice were scissoring. I was like, oh my god, no, get that scissoring. I don't mind scissoring, it's just get those two scissoring out of my fucking head. Backdoor teammate mom gives sexual health instruction. She put the condom on backwards on that fucking banana. I'm just gonna say it. I think that condom was definitely on backwards. Jara decided to rap, and then the finale is Jara fighting in chocolate syrup / sexual escapade, sexual positions. And then they go to the eviction. Janice is in the kitchen trying to trying to get a glass of water, and she doesn't put the bottle of water back because Big Brother's like, well, Janice, please go back to the couches. And Austin's like, can you put that thing away? And Janice is like, no, because Big Brother told me to come over there. So, yeah, I don't know who was ruder. I don't give a fuck. Housemates are surprised that Scoop got evicted. Gail was so excited to be evicted, repeat. James is sad that Gail left. James goes into the toilet and cries. And then does some intrapersonal communication to himself. And then Chloe asks themselves, how do they get through this eviction? Chloe still don't think it's real that they're safe. Chloe cried in the tower because she doesn't understand why they're safe. Jenna believes that Chloe needs to go to rehab. Okay. If she's admitting it, that's like the first step. You only go to rehab if you admit it and you're like at like rock bottom with your addiction. I don't think Chloe's like at rock bottom yet. Chloe doesn't know how much she can take with the housemates talking about her. I don't give any fucks about your mourning, Jara, about Scoop. I don't give any fucks. Team USA views Janice as a handicap for their team. Apparently, Janice is Switzerland. Chloe, okay. Austin is expecting an apology that Chloe's not going to give because it was because of Chloe's sobriety and something personal to Chloe. That's why she's not going to participate in something personal to Austin. I just said Jared should do a porn together. I just wrote that down. I don't know why I said that. I also forgot about for Janice offering to carry Austin's baby. Janice, don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't do that. If Austin doesn't like you, then, yeah. And a lot of the arguments that are going to be from the exclusives on bots that we're going to watch tonight, Janice brings up her constipation. And then Austin wants respect from everybody. but he's just not giving respect anyways, so that's why the bromance is on the rocks. Another house meeting. Austin wants people to clean after themselves. Clovey don't clean up after themselves. Janice has been constipated over a fucking week. There's over one more week left. I can't wait for this week's food task because James put Austin to be invisible for the food task. Okay, so that was it. I don't know if this will be a one-parter or a two-parter. So, I'll see ya.